Hi guys, it's Nancy, and we have some new products in the Spellbinders shop, and these are available now. They are selling out pretty quickly, but I wanted to make you aware. And this one really got me excited because I already had this, but now that it's in the Spellbinders shop, I was glad that I would be able to talk about it because this is the perfect companion for my tools release. So this is from Paper Rose, and this company is in Australia. So it's great to see, again, Spellbinders branching out with other companies. And this is called Dad's Shed. And this comes in a 6x6 for the card makers, but for you scrapbookers, it also comes in 12x12. And this paper is truly amazing. And again, coordinates very nicely with my tools set. So this is 6x6 paper collection. It is double-sided. You get 3 of each of the 12 designs, and it's super smooth and glossy. So if you have my Nailed It hot foil plate, this is going to really work nicely in the Glimmer system. But let me show you the designs. So you have this is just perfect. Just hot foil on this and boom, you're done. You're just done, okay? But on the back side, you have some fun little sentiments. And then you kind of have this, I forget what they call this, diamond plating. Look at that. Okay. And again, because this is super smooth, glossy paper, it is perfect for hot foiling. Some fun little banners, little gears. So if you struggle with masculine cards, these kinds of papers make it super easy. And if you picked up my Glimmer plate, again, it's over at Spellbinders. It's called Nailed It. This is what kind of paper you want. You see that sheen? This is going to hot foil beautifully. So, a bunch of different designs. Very easy. Father's Day is just around the corner. I mean, it doesn't have to be for Father's Day, but for the handyman or woman in your life. Okay, so you get the gist of that. So, very nice little paper pack. Again, comes in 6x6 or 12x12. And then I also picked up the die cuts. These are already pre-cut and ready to go. And all you're going to do is just punch them out. So nice little accessories. And I like that there's little gardening things in here too. So it's called Dad's Shed for a reason. So these are all things that you're going to find in the shed. So there are little tractors and things like that. So tools. So again, these are going to coordinate nicely with the die cuts if you have somebody that's a gardener in your life. And if you're not familiar, last year I designed a set for Spellbinders. It is available over at the Spellbinders website. So there's a hot foil plate. It's called Nailed It. And you have this hot foil plate with all these tools and a separate sentiment that says Nailed It. But that's going to go great with that paper if you want to do hot foiling in your Glimmer system. And then the sentiment set is a cut above the rest sentiments. And we have all these wonderful sentiments. Congrats on the new digs. Number one helper. I appreciate you. Thanks for helping me out of a tight spot. I am nuts about you. Love you to bits. Sorry I screwed up. He who has the most tools wins. Thanks for building me up a cut above the rest. You came, you sawed, you fixed. Thanks for all you do. Thanks for your help. And Nailed It. And that one paper that had all the little, nuts and bolts, something like this, the little cogs, just something like that. Nuts about you, something like that. But even using those papers with this, if you guys pick this up, and then again, I have the dies. These are all the little dies. So this set, if you didn't pick this up, is available over at Spellbinders as well. But I think these are the perfect companions to this set that I designed for Spellbinders with those papers and dies. So, also wanted to let you know there is a new paper pack. This is called the Meadow collection. And I love these paper packs because you get 20 sheets. There are 2 of each color. So there's 10 colors of paper. So again, you might not need a whole pack of colors. So you get 10 colors. These are spring colors. This is an 80-pound cardstock. So good for die cutting or good for matte layering. Not so much for card bases, but for die cutting or matte layering. I've already used obviously this. So we have 2 sheets of each. So this is light pink. So again, nice spring colors. This is my favorite color. We have watermelon pink. We have berry pink. I love these 2 colors, like a fuchsia. We have coral, which is like a reddish color. We have light yellow. Deep Pumpkin, nice rusty color. This would go really great with this Dad's Shed. We have Light Teal, Dark Teal, also a nice color for this Dad's Shed. And this is the color I wanted to pull out, which is Denim Blue. I'm going to use this for a matte layer today. And then we have Light Lilac, which again, I have already started to use this paper pack. So this is called the Meadow collection over at Spellbinders. Nice color assortment, 80 pounds. So again, great for matte layering, great for die cutting. I don't know that I would necessarily use this for card bases, but I'm going to use this for matte layering on some cards. So I think what I will do is, number one, we'll get the Glimmer system out and we will hot foil something on this. We're going to hot foil my Nailed It plate on this. So show you how easy it is that we can hot foil something on here. Let's grab this one. And then I think we'll put a quick card together. We'll maybe cut some of the tools out and put them on there. So we'll use these two, some of that, some of the die cuts, and we'll die cut some of the tools. So we'll get the Glimmer system out, we'll glimmer that on there. We'll die cut some of the tools, or maybe use some of these die cuts as well. Put those on there, and then maybe stamp some sentiments on there. So yeah, let me get the Glimmer machine out, get that nice and warmed up, and cut some of these to make this video not as long, and I'll be back in a moment, guys. Okay, guys, I have my Glimmer system with my plate all warmed up in there. You can see my green light is on. I have a piece of silver glimmer foil. I'm going to put that in there, and you'll notice my plate is facing up. The design is facing up. You'll notice I have it long ways on my plate there. And I'm going to put the side of the paper that I want to foil on facing down. So the pretty side of the foil is facing down. It's going to press. This side of the foil, Glimmer foil, has a specialty adhesive built into it. I want to move this foil up a little bit there. Okay, and I kind of want to center this. And I've cut this down a little bit, so it should be centered pretty nicely to 5 1/4 by 4, so that my image hopefully should be centered. And I'm going to press the timer button, and all the timer button does is it just counts down to 60 seconds for us. In the meantime, I have a card base ready to go. And I cut another piece of that cardstock. This is cut down to 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, which is A2 size. And I'm going to use my Spellbinders tape runner, and that's going to be my background matte layer. And so the other dark blue layer will be layered on top of that, which is the 5 1/4 by 4. So it will layer on top of this. Kind of like some grungy graph paper. Okay, and then I have my platinum ready to go, and then I'll grab a sentiment from the stamp set. And I'm just going to make it really simple. It just says, I appreciate you. And we'll just stamp that on the inside. Okay, so now that is ready to go. And I think our timer is done. So we're just going to disengage. And if you've never seen, I tape my plates together so they have heat safe tape. So that way I don't have to worry about my plates shifting. I don't add any extra shims or anything. And I'm just going to slowly run that through my platinum. This is the special black platinum from scrapbook.com. Okay. And we should have perfect foiling. We're going to let that cool down just a second. And again, because this paper has a glossy coating, should be pretty good. That looks pretty good. Now I have a little bit of over foiling over here. I'm not going to worry about that. When you have that on specialty paper like this, because again of that glossy coating, you're just going to take a little bit of low tack tape. This is the Spellbinders tape. And anywhere you have any of that excess, see around the tool where I have that little bit of excess foiling. And that's because, again, because this is a glossy coating. Foil loves glossy coating. And I'm just going to take my tape and lightly touch those areas. And the tape will take up any of that excess foil where it's not supposed to be. I don't have to rub it with the eraser. Sometimes when you rub with an eraser, it will scratch your paper and you will lose some of that paper, which in this case it wouldn't really matter because then you'd kind of have that grungy look. But if you just take a tape, a low tack tape like this, you can see all of that excess foil where it's not supposed to be stuck down. It just lifts right up. All right, you get the gist of that. I can go clean that up a little better in a little bit. And then I didn't use the Nailed It sentiment, but you can. You can foil it at the same time, or if you want to go back and foil it in a different color, you can do that. But look how easy it is to coordinate this fun paper, easy to foil on it, and coordinates with that hot foil plate so easily. Boom! So that's one card. Very easy to do. Okay, let's make a second card. Again, I already have pre-made card base. And let's use some of that pattern paper and some of the dies. I'm not going to cut any dies out. We're just going to use the pattern paper. And I pre-cut some of that denim paper. So that's cut out to 5.5 by 4 1/4. Let's just have some fun. Let's just cut this. This is already at a diagonal. So what if we just cut this at a diagonal? So this is a better measurement with my Spellbinders trimmer. 4 1/4. Now I get a nice angle out of this, and I can actually get 2 cards out of this. Nice and clean. Save that piece for another card. Look at that. Yep, I'm not even going to die cut any tools. I'm just going to use the die cuts that came with the the pack, the paper pack. Well, they didn't come with the paper pack. The die cuts that I chose when I got the paper pack. Sold separately. I don't want to confuse anybody. But you could die cut the tools. But let's just say I do this. You know what I just noticed that's really cute too? There are all these little keys and locks. You could say like, hey, you have like the key to my heart. There's these little keys and locks. So cute. There's another one. All right, all kinds of little neat little nifty tools and things. All right, so we have all these guys. And again, I'm going to bring in my stamp set and we'll stamp on the inside there. Wouldn't this be neat to just put a little gift card in there though? And like a little Home Depot gift card, you know, for the little handyman in your life. Or like I said, your Father's Day coming up, or, you know, maybe you have a contractor that has helped you out and you need to put a little payment in there. We've all been in situations where we've needed someone to kind of last minute bail us out. Maybe somebody's graduating and going to mechanic school. There are not enough mechanics in industry right now. So if you can encourage that, please do. Trade school. There's a shortage. All right, so we got our little tools there. Look how simple that is. And then I'm going to stamp on this one. He who has the most tools wins. And I think on this one, it'll be like a little gift, a little Home Depot or Lowe's gift card that someone can go buy themselves some tools. Great little Father's Day gift card. but really simple to do. And I know a lot of you did support me when my line launched with Spellbinders. So these little coordinating papers and cutout die cuts just really go with that just perfectly. And I just wanted to show you how easy it is to, as soon as I felt the smoothness of that paper, I thought, oh, I got a hot foil on here and show you guys how cool it is, the hot foil on that paper. So again, the paper pack is from Paper Rose. It's called Dad's Shed. They have a whole bunch over at Spellbinders. It's not just this masculine. There's some beautiful florals in there. I noticed a lot of the florals sold out already, but go check it out. And this comes in a 6x6 and a 12x12. So some of you guys are scrapbookers. If you're scrapbooking, some projects that have gone on, you know, maybe Dad has built some things, or there's some projects that have gone on. Maybe you did some home remodeling or things like that. There's also an outdoor set as well. I was thinking about getting that because you guys know I'm an avid fisherman. But there's 6x6 and 12x12. And then the die cuts as well. Dad's Shed die cuts, again, coordinates beautifully with the Nailed It Glimmer Hot foil plate designed by me, Nancy Stamps, and Spellbinders. I didn't design it. They designed it. I just came up with the idea. Let's get that straight. Spellbinders is the genius behind all of this. We have the cutting dies. This is a 25-piece die cuts. If you don't do hot foiling and you just want to do die cuts, you can cut your own tools. And then we have the sentiments. If you are interested in rubber stamping the sentiments as well. So coordinates beautifully with these three, which are already out at Spellbinders. And then again, the papers and the die cuts. I just had to have them as soon as I saw them. So if you're interested, I will put the link down below. Don't forget the new paper pack as well. It is the Meadow collection, 80-pound assorted cardstock with all the different colors. So go check them out. Any questions, post them down below. If you had fun watching me make these two very easy cards, give me a thumbs up before you leave. And if you want to know more about my channel, hit the subscribe button, and I would love to have you as a subscriber. Thanks for watching, guys. Keep on foiling. Bye-bye.